G'day folks, welcome back to another stream. And hello to Tace and TV and Helen all in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're all well. Okay, so a few word puzzles to start, and then we'll do a few puzzles, cryptics at the end. Okay. I'm gonna go down one. Alright, cool. Let's do some anagram stuff. Resistant, invulnerable, sensed, picked up on, one who delivers the post. And remember, we can change letters between words. So this A could be up here, this D could be down here. I think I know this one. This one's mailman, right? Yep, you're right, Helen. That's correct. Well done. And feel free to do the pass in the chat if you like, so people can follow along. So it is mailman on the bottom, and we've got some other green letters here. Something ED. Detected. Detected, right? And immune. Yep. Okay, nice one. Okay, children's author, US president's first name, you use daily. That's pretty short for you use daily. Eight. You use daily. What do you use daily? You see. Use a car. Is this a surname or a first name? It's not like James. Let's see. US president. I'm terrible on my US presidents. Do I know any? Let's see. 8 letters. If I get a first letter, that'd be helpful. First letter. B. How far back do I have to go? Yeah, no K though, right? Oh, Zeus. That's a really good one. Yeah, there is a lot of... There's a U and a couple of E's. Yeah, that's good. It's this way, isn't it? Yeah. Wow. Okay, nice. Oh, Benjamin. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, you're right. I'm so dumb. And air. Car. It is car. So it was just car. Fair enough. Okay, then. Great. Middle Eastern countries. Okay, we've got a double one somewhere on the top. So that's interesting. Oh, there's an A there. I was going to say Syria. No. Egypt. There's no G. It's a long one. Where does this go? Here. South. So A, something A, then 3. Middle Eastern countries. Oh, yeah, that's really good. Yep. It's absolutely Saudi Arabia. Just couldn't work out what's going on here, right? Okay. Yemen. That goes here. Israel. Okay. Nice. Cool. And 2 clues. Cobalt or phosphorus. Let's see what that is. Asterisk or sky. Fire or puff. Alright. Well, I'm just going to put this top one in, right? We know what that is. Pretty straightforward, I would have thought. And by the time I do that, I reckon everyone in the chat will have got the others. Chemical element. Yep. It's a pity it doesn't kind of continue straight, but that's alright. Okay. Yes. I think I know these 2, right? Yeah, I was going to say Syria too, right? It was a pretty good guess. Yeah, definitely this one's star, right? It is a star shape and star in the sky, and then smoke. Yeah, absolutely. All right, cool. So I actually loaded this up way earlier, so it updates 4 times a day. So in fact, I've actually got another one 4 hours later. So we'll go through these and then we'll move on. Inspected, viewed. Crepes, question mark. French orange flavored dessert. I haven't seen that before. And blank, set, go. Well, this one we know, right? Instantly pop that in. Easy, right? Straight away. It's the easiest one. And now, we've got a K and a Z. Lots of vowels. Top one's going to end in ED, right? Because it's ED, ED. So I'll pop that there. Suzette, crepe Suzette. Yep. Yep. I was thinking, so Z does not feel like it's going to go here. And it'll be obviously clear once we put this in what this is going to be. And in fact, we just have to switch 2 letters. That's easy enough. Dog breed. Head blank. Culinary sauce. Okay, dog breed. 7 letters. Terrier. No I. Poodle's too short. Labrador. Retriever. Head something. Head hunter? Head hunter? Yeah. If I put the right letters in. Okay. Ooh, starts with a B. Bernard? No. Yeah, looked for the other one at the top, right? Yeah. Meanwhile. It's not L, so it's either going to be R or a vowel, right? Or this one. Bulldog. That is a breed. Nice one. And that should give us this one on the bottom now. Tartar. Cool. Okay. Who knows your famous paintings? Please step up to the plate. We've got lots of these things, right? There's 2 here and there's 3 down the bottom. Boy. This one's probably got 3. This one's probably got 2. And this one's probably a single word. Oh, maybe this one's got 2. This one's a single word. Something and something. There's no D. But there's plenty of THE. So it's probably something to something. They're probably going to be pretty famous, right? Let's try put the. Okay. There's something. Where does this go? Here. So 5, 8. I'm assuming this doesn't go anywhere else, right? No. So the 5 and then 8. This one's going to be in here somewhere. Here. Here. Okay. The north, something? Is it TH? It's TH. North doesn't work. No F. What goes here? The birth? The birth of. The birth of. Placeholder. And then 5-letter word. Christ doesn't fit. Too many letters. Birth of night. Birth of sight. Got one more placeholder. Is it up here? Okay. The birth of. Starry Night is really good shout. Yeah, that's a famous one by Van Gogh, isn't it? Yeah, that's amazing. That's going to give us a lot of letters in the right places. Venus. Venus is 5 letters. Hey, that's good news. Nicely done. And now we've got this one. 2, 4, 6, 8, blank, 6. So we're anagramming this essentially. Christmas. No, but there's an E there. American Gothic. That's very good. Nice. I feel like I've heard of all of those. Certainly the top one. But I probably wouldn't recognize these bottom ones. But I've heard of them. Beautiful. Alright, last one. 2 clues. Theorem or triangle. Horse or sword. Mortar or powder. Or Pythagoras, right? Gotta be this one. G-O-R-A-S, right? This one's probably night with a K. And cement, right? Feel like that's going to fit with the letters we've got left. I've done it the wrong way. Okay. Cool. Nice. Very cool. All right. So let's move on. And we'll do a betweenal. So, someone give me a 5-letter word. And we'll see where that puts us. Minty, yeah. Mince or minty? I'll put minty. Okay. So, we're before minty. But it's closer to M than A. By about 3 to 1. So, I'm looking at like an I. Or a J. Yeah, igloo. It's exactly the word I was thinking of myself. Ooh, 1.7. Okay. So now the question is, do we try a H? A G? I feel like a G goes up, probably. A H? It's probably not going to be an I word, right? 1.7 is still enough away that it's probably going to be the letter before. So maybe a H word? And if H goes down, then it's going to be ridiculously close, I think. $1.7. Just trying to think about what H word to do. You're going for a HU word. Okay. I feel like it'll be under 1. Oh, no, not quite. 1.1. So now I'm thinking a G word, right? Or a really early H, but probably a G. G. G-U. G-O. G-U. God, I'm trying to think of a... G-R. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, it's in between what I was thinking. Okay. So we're limiting now the first letter to G or H. Probably an early H now, right? We're about 3 to 1 closer to H. Ooh, G-Y. Interesting. H-A. Ooh, okay. Interesting. We've got both good choices. A late G or an early H word. Does anyone else in the chat have a feeling one way or the other? Which one might be better? Maybe Taceo, you want to weigh in? And you can have a final say. I think they're both really good choices. If we get on this guess, we'd get 5 out of 5, which is amazing. You'd go for H. All right, so handy it is. Oh. So we're in the H. So it's almost equally distant between HA and HU. So I'm thinking HI. How about hippo? Hired. H-I-R. It is a little closer to the bottom, so R is better than P, probably. Yeah. 0.15. Okay. Feel like we're definitely in HI territory now. H-I-R. If we go H-I-R-E, it's probably S. It's the only thing that works. That's probably not going to do it. H-I-S. Higher E. Ooh. Oh, interesting. 0.15. I feel like it would be like 0.01 if it was higher E, right? I'm inclined to try higher. Yeah, see, 0.12. So higher E wouldn't have got us... Higher's got us that bit closer, right? So now it's probably like a H-I-T or something. Hives? Or is it a H-I-S or a H-I-T? I feel like hives may be like too far away. H-I-R? H-I-S? H-I-R? H-I-R-E? No. O? Maybe it is S. H-I-S. S-A. I'm having a blank on words here. J-K-L-M-N-O. I feel like there's not going to be much there. S. Hitch. Ooh, interesting. Hobby. Yeah, now I'm inclined to try a HO word. Nice one. Wow, that's interesting. Point one, that's... I'm surprised from HI to HO there's not more words. I guess if you're not HI, you're HO. And I to O is a less distance than O to U, so it makes sense. Oof, that was a bit rough. A bit rough towards the end, but we got there. Cool. Alright, let's do some waffles. So, let's find these words. So, green letters are correct. Yellow are in the word, but not in the right spot. And white are not in the word. We got 15 swaps for this 5x5. I have a guess what the right column 3 word is. I'm thinking need, right? K-N-E-A-D for the right column. And then S-W seems reasonable. S-T. Shark. H-A-R. Well, there's no R, right? Yeah. But... So, let's see. I'd say T or H must be in this word here. Sheet? Tread for bottom row. Steak would work. Oh, steak would work. Steak's really good. Yeah, let's do steak. Okay. Yeah, this A goes here. It doesn't go here. Bugger. Oh. The A was for this word, maybe. Aware. E goes here. So it's not... Oh, this need. It's the other need. Using your knee, not needing, like, thing. Okay. And what have we got here? Elate. These words are all in the word thing, right? And now we just have to swap these. So, yeah, tread is right here. And then we know the order. Shalt. That's a wild word. One word search. Okay. All right, let's go through the definitions. It's always fun. Steak. Noun, beefsteak, a slice of beef. Broiled or cut for broiling. I don't see how they can call themselves a vegan restaurant if all it has on the menu is steak. From Middle English, steak. From Old Norse, steak. Roast, meat roasted on a stick. Aware, vigilant, or on one's guard against danger or difficulty. And then we've got tread. Step or walk on or across something, to trample. Shalt. Second person singular, simple present form of shall. There you go. Used similarly to indicate determination or obligation in the second and third persons singular plural. Thou shalt not judge a book by its cover. Thou shalt not judge Lethal Weapon by Danny Glover. Okay. Elate. You know what that means. And need. Simple past tense and past participle of knee. To poke or strike with the knee. Okay. What about this one? We've got the weekly, so 7 by 7. And we have extra swaps, so 25 here. Let's see how we go here. I see a couple of good places to start looking. I'm going to go ahead and put the obvious one in here. So what finishes this column? I think there can only be one letter that fits there. And this E is going to be here. You've got a weighted. The W is here. It's not going to go here, so I like that. I'm going to put the V here, because I think it's evading. Yep. I, E. Nice. We're getting letters for this one here too. Or maybe we finish this word here, because E is here. And I think only one letter is going to go here, right? Yep. Now we need to pause and think a little. There's no E in the bottom. So there's going to be an I in there somewhere. And there's 2 E's in this word. Does it end in E? DLE might be interesting. Doesn't end in E. So there's an E here for sure, and an E here. And there's no I here, so there must be an E here probably. Thinner? Thinner's a good shout. There's no I though. Oh, yeah, no, the I's here. So that's right. Yep, you're right. It is H&N. You're absolutely right. Yep. Okay. Twinner, to be more twin-like. Well, could have been. Meanwhile, here we've got lots of orange letters. TLE. Elderly on the right. LY. Yeah, that's a really good shout. Elderly. Oh, and now this... Let's see. L. Rigidly. Rigidly. Okay. So this F goes in row 1, the T goes in column 1. E is going to be here, isn't it? Now we should be able to work out both. So hang on, F's not in this word, so it's going to be... Oh, this P has to be in this word. C's in one of these words. It's not in both. Does the T go here? Is it something atta, flatter, or platter or something? No, but F's not this word, so maybe platter. P-L-A-T. And P, yeah. Yeah, preface. Yeah. Okay, it is P, so it's going to be platter. And preface. And one swap remaining. Nice. Beautiful. Alright, here we go. Definitions. Preface, beginning or introductory portion that comes before the main text of a document or book. Awaited, simple past tense and past participle of await, to wait for. Thinner, comparative form of thin. More thin, having little thickness or extent from one surface to its opposite. Rigidly, in a rigid manner, stiffly. Platter, tray for serving foods. Evading, present participle of evade. To get away from by cunning. To avoid by using dexterity, subterfuge, address, or ingenuity. To cleverly escape from. Attuned, having been changed to fit in with a particular context or to be in sync with a phenomenon. Elderly, old, having lived for relatively many years. That all seems pretty standard. Cool. All right, so here we go. Let's do this one. See, a little bit of here, and we'll get rid of this. And move my traffic light over a little bit. Bit bigger. There we go, we'll just pop that sort of there. That's fine for now. Okay, so 54 words. It is 5 out of 5 difficulty, so let's see how we get on. We'll just do that. So a bunch of 4 and 5 letter words. There's an 11 letter word and an 8 letter word. Okay. Here we go. I see saurus, maybe. Dinosaur. C-H-A-R-C-O-A-L. Nice. Let's do char and chars. Yep. Has to be at least 4 letters. Yep, that's right. Okay. Cars. Sail. Money. Gale. Hags. Cope. Chop. Locus is good. Okay, our aim is to get to this first star. That will give us some help, right? Oh, I was going to say chap, but it's not going to work. S-C-A-R, scar. Scholar. Scholar's good. Nice. Pole. Lope. Bonus word. Okay. Rags. Ragu. Oh, not on the list. Bugger. Okay. Hole. Hope. Acres, no. It's only one E. It's here. It's in the corner. There's probably a lot of words that end in E. Or PH. Graph. Phone, no. Oh, sugars. So sugar and sugars is going to work. Nice. Okay, a few more and we've got some help coming. There's only one U. Raucous won't work. Curse, no. I wonder if this S is likely to start many words. SR doesn't seem likely. SC, we did scar. Oh, scope. Scale. Okay, here we go. I just want to... one of these... I think how many words start with that letter? I think that's what it is. And the next star will give us more information. So I think, yeah, one word starts with E. Two words start with L. One with G. 8 with A. Oh, epoch. Yep, so that's it. So now there's no more words starting with E. Sarcophagus. Ah, amazing. Okay, hang on a second. C-O-P-G-U-S. Nice. That's the 11-letter word. Cool. And the 8-letter words. Cool. So now we're down to 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got scholar. We need 2 more 7-letter words. 2 more 6-letter words. And the rest are 4 and 5. Polar is a great one. Okay. And now we see that we have, for example, 24 words of the 30 remaining have this A. Conversely, only 2 have this E, but they're not at the start. Poach is good. Yeah. Yep. One starts with G. One starts with this A. Limited choices. AH or AC, right? Haas, no. One starts with H. One starts with P. Alpha, alphas. That's very good. Oops. And this way. Beautiful. Okay. 2 starts with L. 1 with this G. We did chars and char. Crag. Crags. Okay. Crag, a rocky outcrop. Rugged, steep cliff or rock. Yep. Rascal. This way. Nice. The plural won't work as L is not next to S. Polars, always worth a shot. Bonus word. So there's 93 bonus words. We're not going to find 93 for sure. So we still need 2 7-letter words. Well, it's not going to be SG, so SU or SA. SA is looking more likely, I would say, for this S to start a word. Sailor already found, that's right. Sago, bonus word, okay. So we did sugar and sugars already, okay. This R starts one. Rugs, very good. Hope, that's a word, okay. Hogs, nice, hogs is good. Ooh. Cogs. I think we did rags and rugs, okay. Hags is, okay, we've got that already, fine. One starts with A. Accrue, a curse, no. A double C? A double C O. Oh, lock's good. Bonus word, okay. It's A. S C A H. This E is only in two words. It's got to be the end of words, right? P-E or L-E. I thought the word's going to end like this, right? Gale we did. Pole we did. Yeah, we got those already. So, yeah, we need two more 7-letter words. Yeah, I can do one of yours. That's fine. It's been a little while since we did one of your puzzles. If you want to recommend one, happy to do that. Just pop a link in the chat. Hey, welcome, metagloria. How are you going? No, you have not missed your puzzle. We're just finishing up well, not finishing, but we're sort of halfway through this. Then we'll do some mantle, and then we'll do some cryptics. I'm planning on doing your puzzle second, because it's the longer puzzle. We'll do Tace's bite-sized one first. So probably another hour or so before we get to yours, I'd say, but stick around and feel free to jump in with these words if you can see any. Blue number is starting with that many words, so L starts in 2 words, and the L's in 12 of the 19 words. Lags. Logs. Aha! Good, so the L ones that are starting with it are gone. Two start with S. S-A. We did sugar, right, and sugars. So it's unlikely to be SU, I would say. Except such is one. gallop, but I don't know if that's going to work with any... I was going to say gallop with 2 L's is usually how I would see it. No, yeah, so the 7s, we need 2 more, so I wonder if epochal is a word that it will accept. Bonus word. So there's 93 bonus words. So, yeah, we're not going to get those. So we need 2 more 7-letter words that's not scholar. And then all of those. So, yes. It is a 5-star difficulty, right? But we're doing okay. We're doing pretty okay. Once we get another 5 to 10 words, letters will start disappearing, and then it gets easier, right? We're not far from making these H's go away. Cacao. That's very good. Coal. Oh my god, how are we missing these simple words? Wow. One more with this C in it. We did char and chars. It's not going to start with this C. This C, though. No, because it's not going to start with the same thing. Auras. And aura and auras. Very good. Goal is a word. Nice. Okay, so this C is only in one word. This A is only in one word. Neither of which are starting with those letters. Scope. Okay, got that already. Cope. Got that already. Oars. Oops. That's great. P-L-A. P-O-A. We did poach already. Poaching, poachers, poached, no. The skull was the 7 we had. Yep, correct. Oh, sirs. No. Skir. No. Okay, because it could start with this S. Skag. Skug. No. I'm making up words now. Aloe's a word, like aloe vera. Okay. There's nearly a chew. That's 2 O's, right? I only got 1. Aleph. Bonus word. Okay. Proto-Canaanite alphabet. Semitic, Phoenician, Hebrew, Arabic. Yep. P-H-O. Cola. That's definitely a word. Arcs is definitely a word. Nice. We've got 9 words left. Still haven't eliminated any letters, but we're not far off. Only 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Arch. Yes. Think along the same lines. Very good. Colas too. Oh, of course. I should try the plural. Yep. That's where it gets exciting, right? Because we've still got all these letters, but only 7 words left. So we still need 2 7-letter words. 4 3-letter word, 3 4-letter words, and 2 5-letter words. The 7s. They've evaded us. Something sore. Aloha. That's very good. All right. So the 6 words. Hold that thought. Bonus word. Start with P, O, A, H, S, and this S. 5 of 6 have A, 4 of 6 have L. Curs. Bonus word, okay. Cars, found. Accusal. Oh. Bonus word. Bugger. Thought for sure that'd be in there. That's a great bonus word. We found 11 of 93 bonus words. And the bonus word of the day, if you want, is that one. Whatever that is. Cause something-all. Raccoon would be nice, but there's no O or there's no second O or N. Carcass, but that doesn't quite work. Pharaoh. H-A-R. P-H-A-R. Oh, that's very good. Look at that. Just like that, 2 letters are gone. See you later. So scholar and Pharaoh and one other. 7-letter word. And now this A can only be A-H or A-C. Yeah, it's amazing. Occurs or occur. Ugh. Accrue is what I really want to do, but there's no way that's going to work. Hey, Pauls, welcome. How are you? Ogle? Yes! 2 more gone. Beautiful. That limits what this S can be now, right? Now, there's 4 words left. They all have this A. So that's good to know. Probably bonus word. Yep, that's all right. Yeah, they're going to start with this S, this H, and this A, right? Because they're the ones that are in blue, these numbers. And they all have this A. S-A. S-A. S-A-L-S. Oh, halo. Look at that. 2 more gone. So we need a 7-letter word, a 5-letter word, and a 4-letter word. So 7-letter is not Pharaoh or scholar. And those are all the 4s and 5s we've got. 1 starts with A, 1 S here, and 1 S here. This A can only be A, C, C. So we've got to have A, C, C. Accrual. Yeah, accrual. Well done. Yeah, Taceo, you were so close with... what did you say? Accusal. You were so close with the 7-letter. So now 1, 4, 1, 5. Scalp is the 5. And sax is the 4. And we got there. In the top 17% by accuracy. Nice. That was a lot of fun. Well done, everybody. That was great fun. Wow. Beautiful. I do love a good Squirtle. And especially when you get it without using any reveals and a 5 difficulty too. So there's all the bonus words we found. There was so many more. But yeah, we'll move on and do Semantle. All right, you remember how this works? We have to type words and find the word or concept that is the hidden word or concept. College have been granted a conditional place by the teachers to progress to the next course. Nice. Creative writing. Yeah, great. And that's it, right? You know, if people praise your work, like, you know, they appreciate what you're doing. That's amazing. Okay, so we just need a bunch of random overarching words, concepts. Covering lots of sort of areas and stuff, right? So be broad. And, you know, if you need to look around the room where you are for obvious objects and colors and ideas, feel free to do that. I'm going to start typing some words in a moment. I usually start with red, blue, green, history, ancient, modern, science, politics. So, nothing yet. How about geography, arts, literature, food, music, wine, planet, earth, system, concept, table. I'm sitting on a chair. I'm looking at a computer screen. Speaking to a microphone. I've got a cup of soda, a drink, keyboard, phone, mouse, towel, pen, pencil, light and dark, work, human body. Nope. It's not a body. Or maybe it's abstract. Nope. Okay, really got not much there. We're not even close. Yep, and they sometimes have, you know, and they're like far away, right? So they're not related to these things at all. Come on. What else? Education. Oh, here we go. Education is in the top 1,000. So, education is study, is a course, is a topic, subject, school, university, lecturer, teacher. Okay. So it's not related to the institution or the people that are there. If you get an education, you get a schooling, a lesson. Now, schooling is tepid, interestingly. Yeah, I did put work. Work was far away. Learn. It's always worth trying different iterations, right? See, learns is far away, but learn was closer. Still cold, but closer, right? Now, education's only 29.79 similar, right? Mathematics. Maths. Science, I think I put that was nothing. Studying. Schooling. Schooling's tepid. Diploma. Oh, this is good. Certificate. Degree. Bachelor. Oh, maybe a doctorate might be better. Honours. Honorary. Degree. Educate. Grade. Okay. Education is your foundation. Is your backing. Is your springboard. Education is... It's a place. It's... Career. Is a job. Is employment. Ah, here we go. Employment. Very close now. Okay. Employer. Employee. Okay. Worker. Working. Vocation. Yeah, good word. Employment is you get salary. Okay. Employment is engagement. Profession. Economic. Sure. Okay. Portfolio. No. Recruiting. Payroll. Payroll's pretty good. Payments, yes. Paying. Payee. Payer. You had proletariat. Yeah, that would be wild if that was it. And bourgeoisie, I'm going to have to... that's one of those crazy words. Income wage, yes, this is good. Income. There we go. We got there. We got there. Get out of the way. So income was it. There you go. All right, 91 guesses. So let's see what the words are. This is always fun. Incomes, tax, revenue. Revenues, deductions, profits, expenses. Yeah, so we were heading in the sort of financial direction eventually, right? Like economic was a good guess. So some of these like non-taxable, right? Non-insurance. If you get that, like that's crazy. Subsidy deduction. Of course, right? What about profit sharing? Or surtaxes? Or proprietorships? Deductibility? Jeez, we're stupid, aren't we? So these are all the... There's all the... See, the word financial itself was pretty good. Dividend. Depreciation. Any accountants out there would be loving this. See, there's surtax. Whereas surtaxes is a bit higher, right? There's fiscal. Oh, and they're commonly used non-cash. Because that's a word we use every day. Affluent. Oh, quintiles. Sure. Keep in mind, we're not even in the... We're still in the top 100, right? So, let's go a little further down the list. About halfway. Taxman. Non-cash. Oh, we're all very rich in non-cash. Pre-vocational. Non-recoverable. Socioeconomically. Underemployed. What the hell? K? What's this business, please? What is going on here? Just a random letter. Unless that means something, that's silly, right? 401k. I mean, I don't know, Bruce Willis. Right, and then let's have a look at... To get into the top 1,000, you needed... Oh, here we go. Assurance, layaways, remunerative, welfarism, disproportionately, amortizing, barterers, reckonable, whatever that is, intestate. These are like legal financial words, right? Exiguous, proceeds, yep, disclosure, disenfranchises, yeah, billion, million, right? Currency is like orders of magnitude, would have been good, right? I mean, it's hard to know, like, I don't know, that, yeah, employer, Like, if I saw this, I would think like superannuation. That's what I'd be thinking, right? Like employer contributions. You know, aids to income doesn't feel, you know, that close. I mean, it's pretty far away. It's only that much similar. But it's interesting, right? Yeah. It's interesting, right? Cool. All right, well, let's do one more. So we'll do one more, then we'll do a cryptic. So, I'll give people a moment. I'll have a little drink, and then we can fire away with all those words again. And that took us 91 guesses. So let's see if we can get it in less than 91. All right, people, here we go. Are you ready? Ready at the fingertips? Pop in your words in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah, it's strange. Like on the stream, it's put it as message #39, but in the Twitch chat, it's got $. So it's very strange. Cool. All right. So, fire away when you're ready. Let's see how we go. I'm going to start with my usual ones, just to see what we can get. From red, blue, green, science, modern, ancient. Yep, start with work again, sure. Testing, yeah, I'll put them in. Test message. Science is a little interesting. How about maths? Word not found. Pow. How about arts? Literature. Politics. Okay. Subject. What? I'm like, they're just topics or subjects. That's a record, surely. 15? That's stupid. Well, we got less than 91. We're clearly doing one more because we're killing it at the moment. Let's see the nearest words here. Topic. Subjects. Subjected. Damn. Oh, comma? Yeah, I'm talking about. Foreborn. Immateriality. Non-substantive. All right, let's have a look. Just Okay, so these are the words in the top 1,000. So subject and... I mean, some of these words are ridiculous. Like, if you can guess, if you know what that word is... You know, accretes, whatever that is. Non-cancelable. Trembled. Great. Those common words. Pseudonymity. Epigrammatic. Whatever that is. Whatever that is. Whatever that is. I mean, some of those words are silly, right? Percipient. Alright, well, one more. Since that was really quick. Right. And here we go. So, fire away when ready. Red, blue, green. Science. Maths. Subject. Topic. Okay, so they're no good today for this one. Helen also says just work, so I'm going to go with work. How about ancient, modern, history, geography, arts, literature, human, planet, like Earth and Mars. Earth was tepid, so nature, grass, food, wine, drink, ground. Yep, this is good. Earth is ground. You dig up stuff. You excavate. You uncover. Burial. Okay, so far we've got Earth is tepid, and that's about it. Electronics. Engineer. No. I'll go element, which is more broad. Table. Chair. Okay, house. Home. Place. Abode. Nurture. Care. Tend. Tender. Nurse. Hospital. Emergency. Services. Love. Ooh, love. Okay. Love gets us in the top 1,000. So, care. Affection. Okay, affection. Yes. Valentine. No. So, what's love and affection but not Valentine? Bond. Hug. There we go. Kiss would have been very, very near, I reckon. 50. Sometimes they're just easier, right? The first one we struggled a little, and then we just killed the next two. So, I reckon, is kiss the... There's kiss, is fourth. After all the iterations of hug. Yeah. And there's kiss, kisses, and kissed. And then smiling, cuddling, bear hug is a good one. Teary. Whoop. Smooch. Nuzzle. Nuzzle's a fantastic word. Whatever that is. Giggle, tearful, bear hugs. Lovey. There's another iteration of that. Giggling. Hey Larry, welcome. How are you? We're about to do some cryptics, so good timing. And then if you wanted to get into the top 1,000 with hug, then you needed these words. There's Valentine, so it's barely in the top 1,000. Heartful. Oh yeah, and retching, waggles. These are, platonically is a good word. Genuflect. Chopper. Yeah, some of these words are ridiculous, right? Like, whatever, sassing, whatever that is, and whatever that is. Right? What the hell's hoppity and beamer? A beamer is a car. That's what that is. Coquettishly. Bro. Hey, bro. I love you, bro. Bosomed. Hecticness. I mean, they're only like 30 similar, right? They're index of 30, so they're not like that close, but it's interesting, like, the most similar is hugs, which is very close to hug, but it's only this much similar, right? So, you know, they probably don't, the algorithm is probably not, like, all-encompassing necessarily, but, yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. Couple of cryptics. Firstly, we'll do Tace's bite size, number 3. This is called Discount Jewelry. So that will help us with some of the clues, probably. Work out the sort of the overarching theme. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, right? We can usually get it within 100 guesses or so to 150. It's not too bad. Okay, here we go. Bad odds can be escaped. Okay. Bad odds. Oh, hang on. Oh, yes. I'm in with this one. Yeah, that's great. Bad. Themeless, just to help keep track which puzzle is which. Yeah, let's go. Reference to include each puzzle to make it easy to remember which is which. Okay. Yep. And of course, we'll see all the explanations later, which is fine. Cool. Yes, this one's nice. Metagloria, feel free to pop in the chat what you reckon it is. I think we both have it. Skondert is correct. I'm happy with that because it's an anagram of these 9 letters. They're bad. Cool. So, useful letters here. Uncle becomes drama's lead character in casting interviews for extras. Okay. Drama's lead could be the D. Casting interviews for extras. Now, let's see, extras. Thinking about extras in like films and stuff, right? Drama's lead character in casting interviews. I think I need more letters there. All right, well, move on. Got lots of letters to look at. 2 down. An address with northbound trains at regular intervals. Okay. Northbound in a down clue. And address. Northbound trains. Ah, an address. That's very good. All right, interesting. We'll come back to that, I'm sure. But yeah, I like this one. This is a really cool def. I like this. Because normally address, you think, oh, it's a place. But no, it's an address for a person. And it's Sir, right? So it's regular intervals, but northbound. In a down clue, it's going the other way. And so it's these regular intervals, S-I-R, and it's Sir. How are you, sir? Very good. All right, we've got a short one here. Blue diamonds over 30% off. 30! Haha! Okay. Okay, there's a deletion happening here, right? 30% off. 30's 3 out of 10. 30's kind of nearly a third. Hang on. No, but that's more than 30%, right? Unless I'm looking at the wrong type of diamonds. Ooh. Diamonds. Very tricky, yeah. There's a deletion, I think a 30% deletion from a longer word. I'm looking at like sapphires or aquamarines, for example. Once I get this letter, I'll think I know what is happening a bit more. Okay, but we've still got 3 other clues with first letters we haven't looked at, right? Contradictory statements. Initially, overflow. Variables before satellites orbit right. Okay, I've got a WAF. Yes, variables, Before satellites orbit right. Oh, satellites orbit right. Ah, yeah. So, there's the right. There are the variables. Totally, right? And that's what you do, right? You use the other clues. So, this is oxymorons. And as soon as I started reading this clue, I thought, contradictory statements seems like a great def, right? And then I saw initially overflow. I'm like, I'm in business, because I know that's the O. Variables, X and Y in maths. Before, so they happen first. Satellites are moons orbiting, going around. Right. Very good clue. Now we've got an R blank Y here. Okay. That Y is very helpful, I think. Is that right? I want it to be sorry. Like, the answer could just be blue, which is like feeling sad or down or lonely or something. Okay. Unearthing very scratched club. Very scratched. Okay, well, this is shorter. Maybe this one will help me. End of quotations with originally incorrect content. Okay, I have a guess. So, how's this working? Incorrect content? Correct content? Ah, no, that's not shy, but it does start with S, right? Because it's the end of only one word in the sentence, which is quotations, but it's the first letters of two of them, namely original incorrect content and sick. That's what's an exclamation mark. It's an and lit because sick is used in like typesetting and grammar, punctuation, proofreading to mean an error. This is shorter for something, right? What is this short for? I know that there's an abbreviation in like typesetting. It means like an error, right? Someone's mispronounced a word or something. Oh, it's just Latin? Right. Yeah, that's great. So the end of this with the first originally of these two. And literally the end of quotations that have incorrect content is this. So that gives us an S here. That is not helpful. Okay, so 5 down. Still using that first clue that we got. Bemoan and point. Sheds half cracked. Okay, writing down 9 letters here. D. Oh, hang on. Hang on, that's not going to be quite right then. Because there's a C there. Bemoan's probably the deaf. Point. Now, point could be a compass point. I thought it was an anagram of sheds half, but there's no C in that. Half cracked. Okay. All right. Well, let's go going. More clues to look at. Tesla introduces car with stripped trunk and the end of unnecessary redundancy. Introduces car. Stripped trunk. So stripped trunk is going to be... Is it TK or RUN? One of the two. Stripped. You've lost the outsides. So I think run. The end of unnecessary. Tesla introduced could be T. Car. More letters, I think, there. Okay. Scaffolding keeps turning askew. Ah, nice. Nice. This is good. It's always nice to find a nice long word to hide a shorter word. So this is off, right? Because this word keeps the answer, but it's turning, so it's going the other way. There's off. Reversing that way. So that's nice. They could be helpful letters for these clues. Like this one. Inappropriate having Fahrenheit dividing Celsius, say. Fahrenheit is F. Dividing means it's in the middle. Celsius, say. Celsius could be C, but Celsius, say. The temperature. It's a reading. Inappropriate. If something's inappropriate, it's not right. Could be inappropriate having F. So a 4-letter word for inappropriate. Celsius, say. Okay. What about this one? Notes cycling back intro. Okay. Cycling is important here. Let's see. Cycling back. Okay. I got 9. Nice. All right. I'll keep looking at a few clues and then we'll go back. Essentially, sulking inside is about to work out in a way. Essentially, sulking inside is about to work. Out in a way. That's what I'm thinking the def is at the moment. I've got an idea. Problem is I've got an idea for this middle letter, which won't help. Is about to work. I can't make about to work. Because essentially sulking is K, right? It's the middle letter of sulking. And it's inside. We'll put S here. S could work for 11 across based on the letters that I can see in these words. Alright, are there any clues we haven't looked at yet? This one is the only one we haven't looked at. So let's look at this one, then we'll go back. Saturdays, times, leaves in static content. Leaves in static content or static content. So Saturday's Times in capital letters could be like a newspaper type situation. S-I-N-S-T. No, that's not going to be it. Okay, all right. So look at all the clues, and we've done okay. This one. Where are we likely to get help? Got an extra O here we didn't have last time. Casting interviews. Now I usually try and work out what is the def, what and when, like where the def is. That's probably the most useful thing at the moment. And Uncle's got me confused because like Uncle Sam or Uncle's like a relative becomes Drama's lead. Drama's lead could be D. There might be a D somewhere in. Is the definition uncle? Seems unlikely. I feel like the def here is probably extras. Like film extras, right? Or cast interviews. Too many working bits there, I think. And I can't get the deletion here. I assume there's a deletion of 30%. Blue. All I'm saying is sorry, but I don't think that's right. Blue can be feeling sad. Blue can be a mistake, like a blue. Make an error. RTY. Diamonds. It's over 30% off. It's more than 30%. So half of 30 is get rid of the first half. Something RTY. I mean 40 or something. I don't know. I'm going to get this letter, I think. D, so it's not. Then I don't know at all what's going on here. And dirty? I can't even waff an answer. Derby? No, I really... 33%. I'm not saying the longer word is the problem, right? That is my problem. I don't know the longer word that I'm deleting. So it's just dirty? Is it just dirty? Dirty. Why is it dirty? Blue is dirty. Diamonds is D. So over 30% off is... No. 30. So it's actually 33% of this word. Okay. God, that's so stupid. I didn't get that. I'm so dumb not saying that this was the word to be deleted. It was there all the time. And blue is dirty, which is pretty tough, I think. Like blood diamonds kind of thing. Is that what's going on? Is that the angle? Meanwhile, this D has not helped me at all. Blue means dirty. Yeah, would not have got that. No, I'm really stuck here. I'm just gonna get a few letters because I really am stuck. Okay, I can kind of waft something here now, maybe. Okay, let's see. Can I make this work? Okay. So interviews for extras, right? Or yeah, casting? No. Interviews for extras is deaf. So I think it's this, but I can't work out the uncle business, right? That's what's got me going. Drama's lead. In cast in. Uncle becomes. I don't get uncle. UN? No. I got no idea. So is the deaf casting interviews for extras? Or just interviews? Interviews for extra. No. Auditions. In casting? I don't. If I knew the abbreviation for uncle, I'd probably understand what's going on here. If it's just you, then... Oh, is it additions and instead of D it's U? So is this it's additions. Change to D in auditions. Oh, so casting interviews is auditions, but extras is the deaf. That's why I thought Uncle was the deaf, and I becomes right. Uncle becomes, yeah. Once you know what that's doing, the rest of the clue is easy. I couldn't make it work. Oh boy, I'm well out of practice. Okay. Let's see. Um, oh. Oh, hang on. Okay, so how's this working? Sat is times leaves in static. Alright, content is satisfied. That's the definition. Saturdays, so sat is times, oh, fixed. So it's X. It's an X is times, like a time symbol. Leaves is deleted from. Fixed meaning static, and you get satisfied. Okay, wow. Certainly helps having both S's. I think they are actually the two most useful letters there. Because if you see sat and this, right, this is a trick. It's worth noting, right? It belongs to, it's a possessive of that. And this is the tricky part, right? But with this part, you can get there. This is with an I, so I'm completely wrong about this. Oh, hang on. I was actually pretty close then. Oh, is about. To work out in a way is the def. So the def is to work out in a way. It's a longer def. Inside is about. So it's just reversal of is. So I was right. K does go in the middle. And ski is to work out in a way. Okay. I had sky for some reason. Like sky is out in a way. Like the sky's outside. But is about. Which is, it could be reversal as well, right? I mean, essentially sulking is fine. I feel like probably... maybe you can get rid of like inside and put essentially sulking is about outside, working out in a way or something like that. Like just getting rid of this and making the container, you know, flow more with the towards the definition sort of thing. Yeah, totally. It's interesting, right? Like, you know, we'll keep going. I've got a few thoughts about, you know, how this puzzle's going. But, you know, part of it is like, I'm a bit out of practice. I haven't been doing many cryptics lately. Okay. So this is now definitely on set, I think. So it's a cycling of this. And it's reversing. I think is what's going on there. Yeah. I mean, this is your third one, right? And you've got 2 more. So I'll be interested to see, like, the next ones we do, right? In future streams. Very interesting. Okay. So this is probably going to be ED. Probably, right? D something -ted. Okay. Okay, 9. That is 9 letters now. How is that working? Bemoan. And point. So here's what I think it is. And you tell me if you agree with that. Because there's bemoan, and point is probably PT. Then we've got this deed on the outside. Cracked is decrypted, right? You solved the puzzle sort of thing. Sheds half. Is it half of a shed? Yeah, no worries, Metagloria. We can, obviously, we'll have a look at all the parsers right at the end. I'm going to leave that in, because this Y is the only letter that really matters for this one. I think that's right. I can't make the deed work, but we'll come back. So now I'm definitely thinking the def is like redundancy or something like that. The end of unnecessary is probably this. The whole thing means redundancy, probably. Tesla introduces, there's your T. Car with stripped trunk. And run. Or is it TK? Car. Okay, what's another word for car? Auto, a vehicle, a van, a bus. Car with stripped trunk. Okay, can we get this? I feel like 4 down is going to be the last one we get. Inappropriate. Having Fahrenheit dividing. Celsius. So Fahrenheit F is dividing something. It's probably dividing inappropriate, and then Celsius say, although the surface reading would make you think that Celsius say is a homophone going around the F. Celsius is a degree. Temperature. Okay, I'm going to get this letter. Oh boy, U. Not thinking U, I was thinking O. Unfit. Oh, unit. Yeah, so I just needed the right word for what Celsius is. So Celsius say, it's actually a definition by example. So Celsius is a unit of measurement around the F, and unfit is inappropriate. Okay. Oh, tautology. So it is auto. So Tesla introduces car with stripped trunk. A log. Nice. That really fooled me. That's great. Great misdirection there, right? You think you're going to strip something from this, but actually it's, what do you do when you strip a tree? You get a log, right? Many logs make a tree. Oh, this is disco, right? Oh, discovery. Wow, that's great. Discovery, but very is scratched from unearthing. Unearthing is discovery, and very is scratched. You get rid of it, like a scratching a horse in a race. And you get disco, a club, like a rave. Check all. Nice. Reveal all. Great. Okay, cool. Let's have a look at all the passes, then we can go through them. So, anagram of bad, of odds can be. Happy with that. Dirty. So D, diamonds, plus without 2/6 of its letters, over 30% off. End of quotations, and originally IC and lit. So T, log, plus Y. I think, Taceo, you just need to add in auto in that pass there, just for future, but we know that's what it is. Scaffolding keeps turning askew. Yeah, that's all right. I mean, it's good, like, to, you know, see those things, right? Being pointed out. So there's your reversal hidden. And then onset, notes reversed. So set on and onset. And there's sat is Saturdays, fixed without the X. And there's the swapulation. And then it's reversal northbound of those. There's three letters, alternate letters to make sir. Great definition. Love it. And initially overflow. Variables in maths like X and Y, unknowns, pronumerals, right? You could also include it like that. Moons are satellites around orbit, right? Orbiting. And that's great. Like satellites orbiting is beautiful surface, right? And discovery without scratching. And see, when you find this sort of wordplay, like a longer word, and you can just, there's like a very or an and or something that can be scratched, but you can make a surface out of it. That's a great find. And it was the last word in the puzzle, and we needed all the other letters. And I appreciate the fact that this had 3 checking letters rather than 2. From I and C, I may not have got it, but from the D, S, and O, it was obviously clear. And then you've got decry. So decry is bemoan. Okay. I assume Chambers or something would have that as an official sort of like for like. PT's point. ED, sheds half. So just half a shed. Okay. Fahrenheit inside a unit. Yep. And then essentially the K inserted into is reversed. About. So that's just reversal. Cool. Very nice. Yeah, it was a nice, sort of pretty easy start, and then this was a nice clue. And then it was pretty difficult going for me. This got me good for so long. But it's amazing, as soon as I got first letters, I was able to get this clue, which then got me this one. Confirmed what I was thinking here, that it was a cycling type clue. And then, yeah, not knowing that the word for what it was, it's a type of something, it's a unit. And then a few harder ones to finish. Cool. All right. One more. Here we go. This is the big one. Of course. Thanks for putting it together. There's 2 more of yours, which we'll do in future streams. But for now, let's do this one. It'll be the last puzzle of the stream. And I just need to do a little bit of resizing. Just a little bit. A little bit more. Okay. So that's pretty reasonable. Okay. Right, so this is a Metagloria's puzzle. This is a fully fledged one, 15 squared. So, work to replace outerwear, finally, in minuscule matter after small protest. Well, we're going to solve it, right? So, here we go. Okay, to replace, right? Minuscule matter after small protest. How I finally are. After small. Is it W? Outwear finally. Outerwear finally is R, right? In minuscule matter. It's got to be that. I have ideas, but this word here is what's throwing me off at the moment. Okay. All right, lots of clues though, right? Endeavour to halve plaque before severe toothache starts. Yes. Q. Okay, Q is very helpful. I was not thinking Q for one across. So I'm looking at one across still here, but I've got this one. This is definitely a friendly start, looking at the down clues. So half plaque, so take half of it, this half, it goes before the start of severe toothache, and a quest is an endeavour. Okay, more short ones. Captain's heart moved to rear of airplanes as a joke. Captain's heart moved to rear yeah, so the T has to go all the way to the end. I was going to say jest doesn't quite work, but jest is a joke. Jest is definitely working here. Yep. So the heart of Captain, T, moved to the end. Airplanes. Airplanes are jets. As a joke, jest. Right, so instead of jets, it's the T moving to the end. That's a joke. Just trying to think. I know how the construction work. Does the reading of the clue work? Jets. Yeah. River airplanes are jets. But the T is moved to the end, so yeah. Alright, I'm going to see if I can get 1A by getting some of these ones. Missive on lights fixed form without power. Missive is a word I should know what that means. I don't. Without power. Okay. Storybook apparently includes Spartan character. Oh, it's only 5. Okay. Yes. Then that's fine. Let's try and find the right area to look at for the inclusion. The Spartan character is kind of fun, right? Right, so it's a hidden, so there it is. It's just included in the letters of Storybook, apparently. Okay. Is that what it is? So outerwear finally. I'm so close, like squawk or squeak or something, right? Work. After small, right? S for small. So there's definitely S for small here, and then there's a delete, there's a population here, and then a protest is a squawk? Squawk? I think I'm dancing around the word. Squawk? Small and protest. Squeak? Like, I'm so close, but I don't know how 3 down works, so I can't get this one. Okay, this is my last hope to get this top left corner done. Leopards move back and forth in very abrupt fashion. Back and forth, hey? Very abrupt fashion. Manner. Okay, alright, there's still lots of clues. I'm trying not to get bogged down here. In first episode, first story, yes. So this I can probably write in straight away just by looking at the first few words of the set of the clue. Because there's one engrossed in a story, a plot, and a pilot's the first episode of a TV show. So that's easy enough. So I'm happy I've got an easy one there. Cold dwelling within the limits of huge circle. Ah, that's cool. I like it. Normally these clues, you see like the actual words given, and it's just take, parts of those words. But here you have to actually find the huge circle, and it's absolutely fine to find those words because a 5-letter coal dwelling with L in the middle, we all know what that is, right? Can only be an igloo. And it's still very much fun to work out that big loop is a huge circle, and an igloo is inside the limits. So B and P are the limits of huge circle. That's a great clue. Amazing. Politician allowed to follow ideology initially. There's ideology initially. Suggested. So ED, right? Suggested. Just going for the tense, right? To follow. Oh. Allowed. Allowed to follow, right? That's what this is. There's your member of parliament, your politician, standard cryptic crossword is. Allowed to follow, or allowed to follow ideology initially, and suggested is like implied or something, right? Allowed to follow. Allowed. Permitted. 7 down will get me that synonym. What an honest con man might say. Admitting zealot's leader for worship. Okay. What an honest con man might say. Probably is deaf. Zealot's leader is a Z, right? For worship. Honest con man. That doesn't sound like something that I would know straight off the top of head. Okay, unless it's Z inside a 6-letter word that means, an honest con man might say, and leader, and then worship is the deaf. So worship is like praying or something. But there's no Z in that. So worship with a Z in there, right? Z's going to come somewhere in there. Worship. Idolize or something like that, right? That's what's going on there, but I don't know where that Z is. Love to have something to write with grunting noise. To have something to write with. Grunting noise. Love is O. Right, like in tennis. Something to write with. Pen. Grunting noise. Doesn't seem like it's going to fit. Okay. What about... I'm thinking this E is correct. Let's see if 8 down confirms it. Hotel manager. To retain lodging in secret. Hotel Manager. Hotel. Manager to retain lodging in secret. Right, depends how you read it. Lodging. A room. A house. In secret. Secret is hidden, is mysterious. Okay. We've got 2 letters here, though. Rain in vessel. Write one for floral mixture. I know a floral mixture. Ah, rain. In vessel. Right one. Right, that's a floral mixture. That's 9 letters. I've seen that before. Rain is pour. Oh, hang on. Pour in vessel. Write one. There you go. Cool. Potpourri. There's an O here. Compounds made from leather losing heat initially. Okay. So we need to lose a H from leather. Compounds are, it's going to be plural, ends in S. Leather. Something's made from leather. It's made in a tannery. Leather is a hide. Compounds. Yeah, I think it's a 7-letter word for leather. Losing H. We get a 6-letter word, but it's got to have an O. Okay. Again, I know what's going on, but I don't have enough letters to make a 7-letter word. Compounds, I mean organics. Solvents, solutes, solutions. You know. But a shorter word for that. Okay, observe heads off. Yes, here we go. Bang. Move on with life, right? That's an easy one. Just the head letters. Eagles soaring past yachts. Don't think it helps me here. Worship, idolize. Oh, you put a Z there, not an S. That's why it's throwing me, because I wouldn't spell that like that. I do lie. That's very cool. Yeah, and this is the... Hey, Dragon. Welcome. How are you? This is the thing with, like, world literature, differences across the pond and stuff like that. Where down under we don't use a Z, right? We use an S. So that was confusing me. I'm like, I can't get a Z in there. But I do lie. Cool. So now do I know this? Nope. Do I know this one? The O there is very interesting. Grunting noise. I mean, Open does not feel like grunting noise. So I feel like we need this one. Yeah, I'm sure there's a 3-letter word I'm not seeing, right? Chambers, perhaps. Well, I know what chambers is. Thank you for an easy definition by example. Where personal journal is a diary. Stores tonic correction, anagram of tonic. Cool, nice, easy one. As soon as you do enough cryptic crosswords, you know exactly what this is, right? So that's amazing. That's probably going to be like that. Ooh. Obtain lodging. Oh, hang on. Do I know this? There's an I now. Suggested. Can't be that many letters that go here. Why can't I think of a 5-letter word for allowed? Suggested, like implied. So dumb. PR? L or R? Allowed. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. I've done all the hard work and I don't know what the hell allowed is. Permitted? And I can't think of a word for suggested, which fits that letter pattern, and I should. Allowed. Aired? Impaired? No, that's not good. Impaired's not suggested. Something, no. Oh, God. See, I don't know if this E is correct, so I'm assuming this. And now I don't have any more letters here, so... Grunting noise. I mean, what do you do when you grunt? Yeah. Oof, ouch. Oi. So, politician. Allowed to follow ideology initially suggested. So at the moment I'm thinking, this is your politician. There's your allowed, following ideology initially, and it means suggested. And I can't work out what's going on here. Now this might be wrong. If that's the case, then I don't know. And I feel like I need a 3-letter word. One of these will get... Any one of these will, well, except 5 across, will help me get the rest, I think, in this top corner. I have... It's just that. Oh. So I had hosiery at like 5 minutes ago. Is it just hosiery without the H? So what's going on here? And hosiery. It's just a really hard word that I've never heard of. Yeah. Wouldn't have thought so. I'm pretty stuck now. Yeah, I don't think I can make any more progress in this top corner. Yeah. God, allowed. This is it, right? This is what's going to get me the rest, I think. Allowed. God. Oh, boy. I mean, hide, skin, fur, coat. I'm not sure this is right. Bummer. Yeah, no, I'm pretty stuck here, so if anyone wants to give me one of these words or a strong nudge, yeah, I'm not going to get those, which is a bummer. Strikes the Yankees game. This seems like there's a lot going on. This seems interesting with A something O. Now. Oh. Oh, okay. Yes, music knowledge helping me here. Staccato. Leopards move back and forth. Interesting. So cats and cat. Bovine. So ovine or something? I mean, I still don't know. This, I can see that abrupt fashion, very abrupt fashion, is staccato, right, in music, right? I can see leopards are cats. But leopards moving back and forth would mean that it's cats and then cats. So it'd be staccats. I feel like you'd need to say leopards move back. Leopards move back. Leopard, singular, moves forth and clue this O, you know, sort of thing. There's a little bit of a disjoint there for me. Oh, very so. See, because very abrupt fashion to me is the death. Because staccato is very abrupt. But I suppose it can be just abrupt as well. Yeah, I'm nitpicking, I think. I want this to be the definition, because in music it's very... Like, staccato is the opposite of legato. Legato is smooth with a pedal, with a slur, you know, not breaking. Staccato is very like a blacksmith. That's me nitpicking there, I think. So, yeah, interesting. Still no idea there. Good Italian plant, mostly funded by this person. Okay, good is fun. Italian plant, mostly. It must be fundraiser. Italian plant. Mostly. Funded by this person, right? So, fundraiser. Not convinced. Ah, hang on. I can see what's going on here now. This C is very helpful. I believe that's what this is without actually looking at it. So hang on. I've got to change. Oh. Ooh. Is this it? In Yankees game. Like contractor is what I want now to put here. Let's try to see if this works. Strategy for low strike in Yankees game. So Yankees game tic-tac-toe because it's American, right? So it's not a baseball thing. It's an American, like originally an American game. Strategy is tact. So it's difficult because it's like this. I'm going to write this out the proper way. So strategy is tact. To switch sides. For low strike. Oh, tactic. Oh, that's what. Because I couldn't get the switching to work. Before low strike is toe. So strategy is tactic, but switching sides. Tactic becomes tic-tac. Before low strike is a toe. Like toe the ball or something. Right. Like kicking in sports. Yeah. I think that's pretty tricky for the toe, but the tactic's fair enough. I think, and because it's a 3-3-3, you do get it. So is this contractor? Let's see if this is an O. A. Can I get either of these? Neighboring stars. Yeah, totally. And like, especially when you have these, like this C, and you get a couple of T's, you're like, hang on a second, 3, 3, 3. There's not many that fit that pattern, right? Oh, yes. Well, this A is correct. To imprison. Okay, cool. I like when the hidden goes across multiple words. I'm a big fan of that. So Andromeda. That's definitely a favourite of cryptic crossword setters. There's the imprisonment in those words. So neighbouring stars, Andromeda, like galaxy, cool. So this is looking like contractor. Does this O fit? Ugh. Maybe not. Ooh. Rapidly discovered after peculiar vacation. Okay. So I don't know where the O's coming to it, but this is presto, I think. Because peculiar vacation is get rid of all of the stuff in the middle. There's your PR. And established is discovered. And presto is like rapidly in music, like fast tempo. I don't know how this O works into it, but the rest is working for me. So I'm going to stick with that. Move on to something else. With no number symbol to add. Ooh. We'll have a look at that in a sec, because it's slightly longer. Oh, that was that one. Yeah, no. Puzzle. Oh, hang on. Okay, I know a 7-letter word for a puzzle. Symbol to add. Look, I'm going to pop in the WAF. And the question is, how's this working? Maybe it's not. No number. Don't know. I can't make it work. Feels like it should be that, though. You're 21. Okay. Am I right or no? Because I feel like that's not looking right now to me. It's why something A does not look promising. Not the answer. Then that's fine, because I wasn't confident at all. Okay, shorter ones. Alive. Drunk. Taking drug in. Glass container. Glass container is a jar. Alive. Okay. I don't think I know this container. Looking at the letters of alive. Because if you're taking the E, I'm assuming you take the E away. Oh! Because it starts with V. That's why. Right. Took me a while to clue in that the taking was a deletion of an anagram deletion of this. Rather than drug inside this. So that's the tricky misdirect you got to get your head around. So it's this anagram, because it's drunk, taking this, the E for ecstasy. That goes away. And it's vials, a glass container. Okay. So this L here is a little interesting. Okay. Okay. Let's try this one. Reported grasp on coastal land and the view therefrom. Probably homophone. Coastal land. Grasp. Hold. Clutch. Coastal land is like shore or something. Beach. Okay. Oh, 10. Okay. Yeah. There's a few ways you can look at 10. Crafted. Yeah. 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 You could make this easy by putting X in there, but I don't think you need to. Right. So there's 10. X, right? Roman numeral for 10. X, tree pies, anagram, crafted. Skills, expertise. So is this... Upon or iPen? Skill that may make pet sexier. Yeah, this is definitely better, what you've got here. Yeah, this is kosher. That's pretty difficult, I think, yeah. I don't know. I want this to be reverse hidden, but I can't make a word work. Held back in... Oh, upon. After? Like once upon a time? After, upon. Once upon a time, after. Does upon mean after on its own? This is an N now. Oh. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. So PR, right? Uh, discovered onto. If you discovered something like a treasure onto the scent, I suppose that works. It's pretty difficult, but this definitely after this vacation, like that, if you know that trick and you get this O, you can then get what's going on in the middle here, I think. Oh man. If this is a puzzle, I should know. I'm going to be annoyed. I'm not getting from this. Symbol. To add. I want this to be an O, but I can't make that work. Okay. Keep going. Push on. Put out film covering Vladimir's first in command. Vladimir's first is V, right? Got to be. If it's not V, I'm in big trouble in this clue. Oh, yeah. You can be gone, I think. In command. There's a V somewhere there. Can't see where yet. Without abstaining from drink, carve wood to pass time. Okay, without now. Okay, so hang on a sec. It's going to be... It's only 5 letters, though. So... So I can see a W-O that I can get rid of in one word of the clue. To pass time probably is the definition. Okay. First letter here might help. Let's have a look at this one. 4-4. Read. Peruse books by the watering hole. To become learned, right? So 4-4. So it's probably like read something. Read up. By the watering hole. Lake. Pond. Is it read something? We'll put R here. It's an A here. More literally. Watering hole is what? Thank you for the follow, Dave XX Crazy. Welcome. Watering hole. Mouth. I'm looking at 27 down and I don't know what's going on there. Latin. Church. Church can be a couple of things, but Latin. Secure is safe. Alright, we've got this N. Tend lines in garden. It's got a waff. You're 27, okay. That's very helpful. I think I'm going to be asking for that in a second. Touch inside of lava rock on island. Okay. Okay, so this one uses pretty common stuff, right? Eastern American University by French waters. O's, right? So Eastern American University. French water like eau de Cologne, whatever. Like a scent. Shouldn't this be universities? Unless I'm not understanding how the S is coming. It puts a U here. Touch a butt. Oh. Oh, by is X. By, like times. That makes a lot of sense. So it's just a charade for each of Eastern American University by. That's very good. Okay. That makes a lot of sense now. Much better. Good. Don't know this one. And we've got this one. Then I think we've looked at all the clues. Peak popularity of grass with colour back in it. Okay. Reversal for sure. Grass. Grass can be a few things. Peak is top, is like acme. Popularity is like in, hip. Grass is green. Grass could be like pot or dope. Color back. So there's a color reversed in literally it. There's a lot of working parts here. And my guess for 24 is now wrong. Now my second thought, I don't know if I can make a word out of those letters, can I? No. That's definitely not right. Oh. RY? 10 is nurse. Oh, railway lines. Oh, that's good. Wow. That's tough, but that's good. I love it. Nurse is tend, and nursery's garden. Yeah, that's tough, but you can get there with the rest. First I was thinking like nurture or nature or something. Alright, why? Should be helpful, but I don't think it is. That R's not doing much either here. Side of. Like, I want a touch to be a butt or something. Because I want this to be like a read. Something read. Alright, so now I think I've looked at them all. Yeah, I think this corner I'm pretty well got no clue what's going on any of these. I cannot for life me work out what allowed is. That's killing me right now. Peak. It's going to be a puzzle, and I should know it, right? Oh. Symbol to add is the last 4 letters. I was trying to think of what it could be. It's just much easier than that. It's just a simple arithmetical function. Non-plus is puzzle. So it's not a puzzle thing. It's to puzzle to confuse, to addle. That's what it did to me. Okay. I mean, I'm well out of practice, clearly. I need to do more of these. Something land? No, it's not going to be land, surely. The view there from pedestal, no. Grasp is clutch, is snare, is whatever. Coastal land. Sure. Grasp. It's a homophone of grasp and coastal land, and the definition is the view there, the view from that place. feel like that's what's going on, but I... F, G... This is not contractor, there's an E now. Oh, good Italian. That E has given me good Italian. Good Italian. Wow. Plant mostly. Oh, that's so good. Damn, it's amazing when you get one letter. Bene, factory mostly. Oh, so good to see, to find this, right? When you're cluing, to spot this and to make it work for service rating, that's so good. Oh, it's amazing. Good Italian. That had me going. I thought good is, you know, like a saint. Good is, you know, fun. Good is happy. But good in Italian. It's literally the word for good in Italian. And then most of the letters of factory. And benefactor is a thing. So I was on the track of what the person was, but I couldn't make it work. Problem is I don't know what a missive is here. Can I... I'm going to bang my head on the table when I get one across. I just don't think I know this one at all. Set. Without power. Say treatise. Like, I want fixed to be set. Form without power needs to be 5-letter word, but take away probably P. Lights can be on and off. Lights can be traffic, like red, amber, green. This letter could be, so it's like, what did I have? Squawk or squeak or squawk or something? Out something. Quantum level. Oh, so it's an 8-letter word. That's why I was never going to get there. I was trying to delete too short a word. This must be squawk, I would say. A quark is a protest? Or a squawk is a protest? I can't quite see the construction, but I think that works. And this is just particle without P. An article. Oh, article like the UN Declaration of Human Rights. That kind of article. Right. Yeah, I don't know at this point. I feel like this S is right, but I'm just at a loss there now. And this too. I've looked at all of that. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Which is sad. Because it's only 6 letters. And I probably know this word, but I can't see the population or whatever is going on here. Because this is being deleted from something that's this, but this is going in place of it. Like, after this, I can't see it. At this point, I've been at it for an hour. I'm probably just going to start putting in letters to help me out here, because I do need some help here to finish this. Boy. Now I've got absolutely no idea. Unless it's W-O. Oh, well. So it was red. Well red. I just need to find the right word to start with. So, well watering hole. I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. I cannot think of a stupid watering hole. That's on me. Right. Latin is L-A-T. Don't know if I've seen that before. But yeah, church is C-H-C-E. And I felt like it had to be here. I just didn't know what was going on earlier. I thought rye was grass, but I don't think that's going to work here. I've got an A here. I still want a butt to be working. Oh. Like, I want this to be edict or evict or something. Like V being covered by a command, and it means put out film. Yeah. I think I'm just going to sadly have to reveal some squares here. I don't love it. Yeah, I thought it was an I too. Doesn't help me. Evict? Edict? V? There's a V somewhere, right? weight or something. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I knew that half an hour ago, but the problem is I don't know the rest. Put out film, like release, like edit, publish. And that's the kind of thing. I feel like this is V, so I'm going to reveal this letter. Yeah, it's a V, it's all right. So I don't know why that is like that. Is put out evict like to remove someone? Is that what's going on? And I want like an edict to come out. Is there a disopulation going on? Yeah, I don't know. Really don't know. Okay, this letter. Oh boy. Wave? I mean, without his WO, but I just don't see that working. Oh, I have seen that before. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's not helping me. Oh. No, I've got no idea. Wild. No, wow. No, I've got nothing on that at all. Sorry. No idea. Which is pretty rare that I got no idea at all. This is really bad. God. It's like a platform or something? Sea shade or something? Seaside? No, it doesn't work. Seascape? Coastal land's a cape. Right? Reported grasp. Oh, seas. Homophone of S-E-I-Z-E. Coastal land being a cape. Yeah, again, I'm just not thinking of the right word. If I'd got cape, I would have got it in 2 seconds. Hey, Jojo. Peak popularity. Heyday. Oh, my God. Color is a dye. And grass is hay. Right. Oh, man, that's really hard. Aruba's an island. How's that working? Touch inside of lava. Rub inside of AA? AA? Oh my God, no. Wow. I'm really struggling. That's too hard for me. Maybe someone else who's been doing cryptics better, like Liari, gets that in 2 seconds. It'll take me 2 hours to get that. Whew. Okay. Yeah, no. I'm lost. I'm just going to reveal a few letters here. Because I'm at the point where I've looked at everything and I can't understand how things are working, sadly. Is it Q-A-R-K? Quark is a minuscule matter? Another like particle physics type situation? If so, then that's never going to happen for me to get that. Yeah, that's pretty rough, I think. And there's an L, which makes sense here. L or R was likely. No, I'm just not... I've looked at these for an hour, right? Oh, licit. Yeah, that's pretty hard. Like, not illicit, it's licit. Yeah. Oh, innkeeper. See, it's amazing when you get first letters how easy these are, right? To retain, keep, in lodging in secret, right? It's the wordplay so easy if you get this letter. I get this word in 2 seconds if I get the I, right? Yeah. And now, oh, pen, right? Pen has bloody ink, doesn't it? So you were absolutely right. You did make it something to write with, not an object to write with, but something to write. Like ink is a liquid to write with. And then this one, which I really don't know. I'm going to try and get it. Oxides, the X gives it away. So, what's the deletion? Yeah, I don't know. Compounds or oxides? Oxides. Wow. Yeah, some tough stuff in there for me. You can see where I really struggled. I don't know if did we go through how this works? This is TT, right? Teetotaling, which is a tricky thing. Yeah, if I knew who that was, that would be helpful. Yeah, I mean, again, some of these clues, like, you know, I've got straight away, right? And like this, I got, as soon as I got the I, bang. Whittle. Oh my god. So while... so whittle is carve wood? While away the time. Oh boy. Never heard that ever. And that's tough, right? Like if you don't know things, you're going to struggle. You're going to have to look things up, and you know, it's a learning process too, right? I've learnt stuff doing puzzles like this. I just couldn't see this, right? Just killed me for half an hour. If I got this, I would have got innkeeper in 2 seconds. But then the ones I got straight away, right? This one's very easy. This one's very easy because the definition by example, right? This one's very easy once you know 10 is X. This one's very easy. This one is brilliant, right? This one's brilliant. This one's easy enough. This one's easy enough. This one's easy enough, right? This one's easy enough. So I started well, and then I just went... crash landed. Yeah, no, of course. I'm happy to, you know, go through puzzles. And this is why I only do 2 puzzles. I used to do 3 a stream. I just can't manage it anymore. If I get stuck on a puzzle, and I'm like, I've spent like over an hour on that puzzle. And if I get stuck too long, I'm like, yeah, no. If I'm just not seeing it, then I just have to reveal things. And like cape, right? Makes perfect sense. You know, this PR, perfect sense. And then I just couldn't work out I couldn't get the presto to work because discovered is like established, but then this O didn't make sense. And this one, I had the wrong idea of the word puzzle, right? I thought it was like a Sudoku or a mystery, an enigma. But no, it was actually to confuse. I think this is the best clue of the puzzle. Just for like the surface reading and the breakdown of the wordplay. Yeah, I've seen that trick before though, right? So I saw that trick in an MP puzzle like 3 years ago. In the board game themed puzzle. And that's what clued me onto PR. And I knew how this clue was constructed. I knew that rapidly was the def. This was the first 2 letters, but I couldn't make this work, right? And I knew this O was correct because this is easy clue, right? Imprisoning, right? It's just there. So it's tough, right? And even when it's like tricky to get the wordplay, having like this, straight away it's like, oh, that's def, for sure, has to be. And then you can break it down. You've got poor, like that's a really useful word to have in a word like that, right? And I knew this, right? I was solid on politician, yada, 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 after this, and the whole thing being suggested. Like, that's almost the most frustrating thing, right? When you know how something works and you can't work out this 5-letter word. Or, you can't work out, like, Latin is lat, for example. Or you can't work out what's going on here. It's tough. But this is good, right? RY for lines. Like for railway lines. That's really good. Devious, but I like it. And this was very clever to find like one word for each of these 4 letters. And like eau de cologne sort of thing. So, there's a mix of stuff in here, right? And I think that's fine. I don't think anything was like, I would say like unfair, but there was some tough stuff, right? Like if the thing with this situation, right? Like this is a tough clue, but this is not that difficult, especially because it's a 4/4. And to become learned, like you're going to have the word read or read or something in there, right? And it's just a question of, if you know this, right? If this comes to you straight away, you're in and you know the W is correct and maybe you can work this out, right? Yeah, totally. Do you have the right knowledge? And we all start off, with very little to no knowledge. And then we learn things like the Queen is ER, and, sailor is tar or salt or AB, able-bodied. And, church is CH or CE, right? Politician is MP, Member of Parliament. So these things you slowly learn, right? You vacation, delete letters. Oversized, big, yep. Had gutta percha as an answer. No, right? I couldn't tell you what that is. A person, a thing, an object. I couldn't tell you, right? That's tough. Oh, all right. Well, I'm thoroughly done. I think I'm going to go to bed very shortly. Thanks, everyone, for jumping in, for helping out, especially with this puzzle, because I needed it. So next week, there will be a Saturday or 2, I'm not sure, in the next little while, where I probably won't stream because I've got stuff happening during the day. I'll be pretty tired from that, but we'll see. Not sure yet. Oh, right, yeah. If it's Simon and Mark, but I mean, they're much more learned than I am as far as they've got more life experience, right? So, it helps. The more, like in 10 years' time, I'll know more stuff than I will now, right? Just you pick up more things. But, like, I wouldn't say there are any crazy, obscure, ridiculous words here. I mean, we've had puzzles where we've had worse words. Like, um, oh, um, ophiology, right? We had the word ophiology in one of our puzzles. Like, that's a crazy word, right? So none of these words are like words I haven't heard of before. It's just putting it together sometimes is tricky, right? If you don't see this teetotaler stuff, or you don't get this homophone, or you don't see this watering hole, right? But as soon as you get this W, you're like, oh my god, it's well read. As soon as you get this I, it's innkeeper, and you see straight away how it works. Keep inside inner, you know? And it fits. It's so easy. It's so good to see. But if you don't get it, you don't get it, right? Comments, nice, particularly liked 12 across. Staccato. Cool. Alright, so next week we're back to doing some Sudokus. I will do some logic puzzles at some stage as well. But yeah, we'll see how we go with that. Cool. Alright, everyone. I'm off. Thanks very much. I'll catch you all next time. Check out. Bye for now. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.